skincare actually clean? Not does it smell natural, clean, not the bottle says organic clean. I mean actually proven clean. Most people can't answer that question, and it's not because they're not paying attention. It's because most brands are counting on you not knowing what clean really means. But today, I am clearing that up. I'm going to show you exactly what makes a product clean, walk you through the three I trust in my own skin, and give you a way to check what's already in your bathroom right now. Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Go ahead and drop a comment and say hi. Tell me where you're joining from. And let me know if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay later. Um, if you are watching that replay, be sure to give me a little hashtag replay in the comments. I read every single comment, so don't be shy. Whatever is on your mind tonight, be sure to just drop it in there. All right, so for anyone new here, I'm Deanna. I run Dream Build Glow, and I help women simplify their skincare so that it actually works for their life instead of feeling like one more thing to manage. And today is National Clean Beauty Day. So we're something that I get asked about a lot, especially now. It's so prevalent in a lot of conversations. And that question is, what I'm using clean, or does it just look like it? So here's the thing about the word clean beauty, right? It doesn't mean anything on its own. There's actually no legal definition, no regulatory standard, no third party checking, especially checking a box, right? Before a brand gets to just slap that on any label that they have. Any company can call anything they want to clean. And that's exactly why it's confusing. So a lot of women, hey Shelly, welcome in. A lot of women are judging clean by things that actually don't tell you much. They're judging it by a short ingredient list or a word like natural on the front. um, Packaging that looks minimal and earthy. None of that is a bad thing, but none of it is proof either. So what actually tells you that a product is clean is what happens before it ever reaches your bathroom. It's how it's tested, what it's tested for, who's checking it, and that's the part that nobody talks about, and it's the part that I want to walk you through today. So, let's clear up the biggest misconception first, and that is that clean does not mean all natural, and it doesn't mean preservative free. I know that sounds a little bit backwards, so stay with me for a second. Preservatives in skincare exist to keep the bacteria and mold from growing in your products. Without them, that jar of moisturizer that is sitting in your steamy bathroom becomes a breeding ground within weeks. A product with no preservatives isn't cleaner, it's just riskier. So, real clean, though, means something different. It means safe. It's tested. It means that the company can actually back up what they're telling you instead of just hoping that you take their word for it. So let's talk about backing it up. Let's talk about what backing it up actually like, because this is the part that made me feel confident recommending these products to the women that I work with. And I want to slow down here because this is really the whole point of today. Um, Mary Kay tests over 500,000 times a year for product safety. Let that number just sit for a second. That is not one test on one product before it launches. It's an ongoing, ever present process across the entire line every single year. And it's not just, does this work? Right? It's every product goes through dermatologist testing and ophthalmologist testing. Specifically, it's tested for skin irritancy and allergy response before it's ever allowed to reach you. That's the difference between a brand saying, "Trust us," and a brand showing their work. So, here's what that actually looks like on the products that we're talking about today. The Miracle Set line, right, for example, which is, it's gonna include everything I'm walking you through today. It's oil-free and fragrance-free. It's non-comedogenic, meaning it's formulated not to clog your pores, right? So it's also suitable for sensitive skin, which isn't a throwaway line. It's something that actually has been tested for. And this set has actually earned also the Good Housekeeping Seal, which means it's been independently evaluated by the Good Housekeeping Institute, not just Mary Kay's own team grading their own homework, right? And the other thing that I want to talk about is that it goes beyond the product itself, right? The packaging for our product, not just the Miracle line, our products in general are biodegradable. Okay, the R&D Center is LEED certified, meaning that it's um, a real independently verified environmental building standard. Okay, not just a self-assigned label. Our key facilities actually run on 100% renewable energy. So this isn't a company throwing around the word clean because it's trendy right now, which unfortunately a lot of companies are doing. This is a company that's been building toward this for a long time, quietly in the background, right? In ways that most people never hear about because it's not as flashy as a green leaf on a bottle. And that's really what I what I want you to walk away with today, right? Clean isn't just a vibe; it's a paper trail. And when a company has one this deep, that really tells you something. So I want to make sure that you know that anytime throughout this live tonight, you can comment clean in the comments and reach out. I can help you look at what you're currently using and help you assess whether it's actually clean, or I can help you build a routine that is. So just keep that in mind. If anything resonates with you tonight, comment clean, and I'll be sure to reach out. Okay, so now I want to get into the actual routine because clean doesn't have to mean complicated either. And a lot of people think that as well, and that's another misconception that I want to. This is genuinely a three-product step, three-product process that is genuinely enough for your skin, right? So first of all, we're going to start with our Time-Wise 4-in-1 cleanser. This is step one, morning and night. And I want to pause here because people tend to think of this cleanser or cleansers in general, right, as the boring step, the one you rush through to get to the real product. But this is actually where a lot of your clean routine gets decided. And this cleanser specifically carries a Time-Wise complex, um, which helps to counteract uh, anti-aging, right? So it's an anti-aging complex right in here. And it's got antioxidants and brightening support right from the very first step of your routine. So it's not just removing dirt, oil, buildup. It's already starting to work in your favor while it does that. And it's formulated oil-free and fragrance-free, which again matters more than most people realize because fragrance is one of the most common triggers for skin irritation. And this is also non-comedogenic. That is a really tough word, by the way. And it's been tested for skin irritancy and allergy response. So even if your skin tends to react to things, this has been checked for that. And here's the part I really want you to feel, not just hear, right? There's no harsh stripping with this cleanser. There's no tight, squeaky clean feeling after. If your skin ever feels tight after cleansing, that's not your skin being extra clean. It's your skin telling you that it just lost moisture that it needed. Okay. This cleanser, though, it rinses away the day without taking down your skin barrier with it. Right. So use it morning and night. If you're layering it with a device like an exfoliating brush, you can obviously adjust the pressure and the time based on how your skin feels that day. I just really want to get the point across that gentle is not the same as ineffective. And that's actually the whole point of clean, right? All right. Number two is the antioxidant moisturizer. Again, Time-Wise line. This is where the science really shows up. This moisturizer is built on something again called the Time-Wise 3D complex, and is also in addition to the anti-aging component, doing real work against something most of us don't think about, and that's free radical damage. Every day, your skin is dealing with UV exposure, blue light from your phones and your laptops, pollution, even stress. All of those creates free radicals, and free radicals are a huge driver of premature aging. So this moisturizer fights back with encapsulated resveratrol and vitamin B3, both proven antioxidants. It's hydrating, yes, but it's also actively defending your skin against everything the day throws at it. And that's the difference between a moisturizer that just feels nice and one that's actually doing something. And step number 3 is Time-Wise Daytime Defender with sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 30. This is the piece that so many people skip, which is honestly wild to me because it might be the most important step of all. And I will die on this hill. This is the broad spectrum SPF 30, like I said, and its entire job is protecting you from UV rays specifically. And again, I want to be really clear about something. Your moisturizer and your sunscreen are not doing the same job. Okay. One is defending against everyday environmental stress, and one is specifically blocking UV damage. You genuinely need both. This is the step that protects everything the other 2 steps just built on. And a quick word on nighttime too, because again, I know, sure, but what's the nighttime, right? Like, what do I do at night? Again, same 3-step process. You just swap the daytime defender with our nighttime recovery. And this product repairs your skin while you sleep. Obviously, I'm keeping us focused today on these, 3, the cleanser, the moisturizer, and the daytime defender. Because again, it's genuinely enough to see real change. But if you want the full picture, you want both day and night, right? Just message me. I'll walk you through it. It's again super simple. 3 steps in the evening, 3 steps in the morning. What could be simpler? The best part about having a beauty consultant, okay, is that you can also try these products before you make that commitment, make that, just. So this is especially helpful if you have kids in the past or if you have sensitive skin. So please let me know what you're dealing with, and I'll help you through it. So what I want you to take away from all of this, right? A clean, simple routine uh, you'll actually stick with beats a complicated 10-step routine that you abandon in 2 weeks every single time. Consistency is what changes your skin, not how many products are lined up on your counter. So if you're sitting there again wondering whether you're using clean products, products that are actually that say that they're clean, comment clean in those comments. Even if you're watching the replay, I'll go back and I look, but I'll reach out. I can look at what you're using right now and tell you honestly if it holds up, or help you build a routine that does hold up in the event that you aren't. So, all right, let's get into your questions because I've already seen a couple pop through here. But go ahead, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Anything you're curious about, clean skin, clean products, skincare in general, I'm here for it. Go ahead and drop them. But first question I did see pop through earlier is, does clean mean no preservatives? And this is exactly the myth that I wanted to bust today, and I probably didn't spend enough time talking about it. So, Sarah, no, clean does not mean no preservatives, right? Preservatives are actually essential for keeping a product safe to use over time. What matters is that they're tested for safety. Okay, the products are tested for safety, which again, every Mary Kay product goes through extensively. So no, I want you to walk away with that. No preservatives does not mean something is clean, especially when it comes to skincare. The other question I saw pop through, Jennifer, is how is Mary Kay different from brands at Sephora or Target? It really comes down to, I think, the testing standards and the transparency, right? Mary Kay, again, tests over, I think it was 500,000 times a year. Every product goes through dermatologist and ophthalmologist testing, and that's happening consistently with every single product, not just a one-time claim that, yeah, we do it here and there. It's happening with every single product. I can't speak for any specific products at other retailers like Sephora or Target, but what I can say is that generally, is that a lot of brands lean on trendy language, right? what Mary Kay does is it backs it up with an actual process, and that's the part you want to pay attention to. So, I would just advise that if you're seeing a product advertised as clean or natural, that you're looking past the ingredient label, past kind of that sticker or label that they put on, and looking into kind of how they value and how they test and assess that standard. Let me just check the comments again over here. Oh, hey Lisa. Okay, so Lisa wants to know, my skin is really sensitive. Would switching to a cleaner routine help? And the answer is likely yes. Okay, fewer unnecessary or untested ingredients generally means fewer chances for irritation. So if your skin is sensitive, I would genuinely love to walk you through what you're currently using and see if and hopefully where we can simplify, right? Because again, I'm all about the simplification of skincare. It doesn't need to be a bathroom full of products that you're having to remember which one goes when. It's simple, and you want to make sure that you're using the right products for what your skin needs. So, message me, Lisa, and anyone else out there, right, with sensitive skin or questions in general. This walkthrough literally takes about 10 minutes. Okay, so it's not a super huge time commitment. Let's check it again. So that does look to be like the end of the question for now. And I don't want to keep you here too long tonight. You know, that's not my thing. But if you think of anything else after the fact, you know that my door is always open. Comment here on the video. Again, even if it's not to replay, I always check them and I come back and make sure to respond to everything. Or you can reach out through text message and I will get back to you. Before we wrap up, if any of this hit home for you, right, go ahead and comment clean or message me directly. I would, like I said, love to take a look at what you're using and help you figure out where you and your current routine stand overall. So thank you so much for being here today, everybody. And if you've ever felt confused about what clean means, I hope that this gave you something real to hold on to. But keep glowing, and I will all see you all next time.